I was a little boy when I accidentally learned from some adults around me that my mom had her birthday the very next day. This shocked me, as I never imagined possible that my mom would have ever been born, much less have had birthdays. But more than this, I began to worry about the type of gift I should make for my mom. For I've never had to give something to a mom before. All I knew was I had to make something special, although I hadn't a clue where to begin or the kind of reaction it would cause. I went into my room, took out my piggy bank, and counted my life savings. Back then, I really didn't have a lot, but to me, it was like hitting up the treasury. $10 from all the nickels, dimes, and quarters I had secretly hoarded for the previous 2 months. I stuffed my pockets with all the coinage and stealthily ran to the supermarket, which, fortunate for me, stood just around the corner from where we lived. Our neighbor, Mrs. Marple, who happened to be shopping there at the time, spotted me and stopped me in my tracks. After confiding in her what I was up to, she showed me what I could buy for my mom. She showed me all kinds of trinkets and knickknacks, porcelain figures, beads, gift cups, and boxes decorated with, well, more beads. But what I liked most was the silver crest, decorated with a large butterfly resting on its top. Mom had long black hair. When she let her hair down, she looked like a movie star. Sometimes she would pull her curls up with ordinary hairpins and never decorated them with anything fancy. I was sure she would love the gift I was about to buy. Oh, how I imagined it would fit her perfectly. Of course, the gift cost every coin I had gathered and saved. And so at checkout, I reached into my pocket and poured everything I had onto the counter. And the cherished box that would become a gift for my mother became mine. I brought the box home and wrapped it in colored paper. The next day, guests from here and there had gathered at my house, and then began to surround the table. It was then that I took the opportunity to approach my mother. "Happy birthday, Mom," I said, handing her the gift. For the next few minutes, Mom sat silently at the table. Then she took off the makeshift wrapper I made, opened the box, saw a comb there, and started crying. I was confused, for I never imagined it would make her cry. So I cried with her, saying, "Sorry, Mommy, I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday." "Oh dear, I'm so happy," Mom replied. I looked into her eyes and saw that she was smiling through her tears. "Did you know," she exclaimed, "that this is the first birthday gift I received?" She then kissed me on the cheek and said, "Thank you." Then she turned to the guests with pride and said, "Look what a gift Clark gave me." At the table, everyone took turns looking at my mom's crest, and then Mom adorned her hair with it. Later, I learned from my father that my mother lived in a very poor family. They had so little money that they couldn't give gifts to one another. They didn't have enough money for basic necessities. In the father's family, the situation was no better. But the youngest received gifts from everyone else. "But today," my father said, "I saw how happy your mother was. And I think we need to change the old traditions. I mean, Clark, you've made a revolution in our lives today." And, indeed, everything has changed. From that day on, my mother received a lot of gifts for her birthday. And when I turned 27, I gave her a TV, a microwave, and a new vacuum cleaner. "These are all wonderful gifts," she told me. "But you know what is the most valuable? That box with a comb for hair." One small act can turn a life upside down.